Hey there, welcome back to Move Mountains Pilates. My name is Jess, and today I have a little something different for you guys. Instead of working out as per usual on this channel, I'm gonna take you guys along with me to a Pilates festival where I have the honor of actually teaching at. I'm so excited. It's my first ever experience teaching at a Pilates festival event like this. There's so many amazing other instructors, so I'm just so honored to go. But first things first, I gotta pack. So, gotta check the weather first, of course. I'm so excited because this festival is in Kamloops B.C. and even though that's also a mountainous town in Canada, it's only 7 hours away, but it's already spring there. Like there's leaves on the trees, it's gonna be warm. Let's see, right now in Calgary, it's 3 degrees. We just got a bunch of snow the last couple days, so great start to May. And let's see, in Kamloops, we're looking at 21 degrees and sunny. So I am excited to say the least. It's not like I'm going somewhere tropical, but this will be a good little break and I'm excited for the warm-ish weather. So let's get packing. So I've decided what to bring. We've got sleep t-shirt, first of all, some ribbed brown legging, a little, what's that called? I don't know, shirt, blouse, whatever, grip socks, and then we've got just black leggings, options for socks, options for little tanks underneath, and then a nice fuzzy wraparound sweater. And then we've got cute yellow outfit. We've got a nice cream hoodie to go with it, some sparkly frilly socks. And then we've got water bottle, Caged Lion by not by Joseph Pilates, by John Howard Steele, but it's about Joseph Pilates. It's very interesting. And then we get a special presenter dinner. So I've got like a fancy outfit over here and another option with a different skirt if needed. So yeah, that's everything I'm bringing. Special, but it'll do, donkey. It'll do. Good morning. So I am here first morning in my hotel room, and the conference starts today, the Pilates Festival. I just woke up, so excuse my voice and how I look and stuff, but I thought I would get ready with you and tell you a little bit more about Pilates Fest. So, I have the honor of presenting at this thing and doing a little mat work flow class. I'm really putting the emphasis on flow. And yeah, I have a pretty good program. Luckily, I'm not teaching until tomorrow. It's gonna be pretty chill for me, really. I'm just teaching a class, and then I get to experience the rest of the festival for myself. It's called a festival, but I feel like that's misleading. Like, it's not like it's a rave or anything. That would be fun, but that's not what this is. No, it's more of a conference where like there's a bunch of us instructors, like there's 10 or 11 presenters, I think. And there's a bunch of workshops and all of that, which should be good. Like, I was looking at the bios of all of these presenters and oh my gosh, some of them have like decades of experience teaching Pilates and university degrees in like kinesiology, or they're a physiotherapist, or they just have like all of these crazy Pilates credentials. They've worked with like the elders and like all of these crazy things, which I'm just a girl who teaches Pilates, essentially. Like, I've been teaching for a long time now, 7 years, which, like, I'm only 26, so that's a good chunk of my lifetime that I've been teaching for. And yeah, I'm honored to even be able to be part of the presenter team. Like, it's actually crazy, but I had just applied on a whim when I heard about the event and happened to get it. Like, literally, I saw that they were still asking for presenters, so excuse me for going out of frame. I just don't have contacts in or anything, so I can't see. I have to like lean forwards a lot. But so I looked into the event and I saw that they were still looking for presenters. So I was like, what the heck? I'll apply, because otherwise I probably wouldn't have attended, just because tickets are like $500, which is really reasonable because you can collect continuing education credits and all that, but I do not have $500. I am a broke Pilates instructor. So yeah, I probably would not have attended because of that, but instead I get to go and make all these crazy connections with these experienced instructors. And yeah, not gonna lie, I'm, I guess, freaking out a little. I'm not like overly worried about my presentation and stuff. Like, I know that I'm a good instructor and I'm just teaching, you know, like that's what I do every single day. Like, yeah, I'm teaching to mostly a room full of Pilates instructors, but also we have, I don't know, another 4 or 5 instructors from Club Pilates that are going to attend this thing. So I'm assuming some of them at least will be in my class, so that will be nice. And I drove up here with one of the other ladies. Yeah, that was a nice trip up here, honestly. We just chatted the whole time. But last night was my first night alone in a hotel room. I've never done that before. Like, I still feel like a baby, you know? It's like, what do you mean? I'm doing this by myself. Like, I'm on a work trip. Excuse me? Like, what's that about? I'm on a work trip by myself. Like, I've gone to little Pilates courses or conferences and whatnot before, but I've always been directly with people. I'm a very introverted person, so the idea of peopling for the next like however many days, just like being around people I don't really know and having to like put that much energy into chit-chatting and getting to know people, which is great, but like as an introvert, I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is gonna be a lot. Today we have like an opening ceremony thing where all of us presenters are teaching a classical Pilates exercise or two, just mat work and just kind of round robin style, taking turns teaching. So that will be fun. And then like there's workshops throughout the day, and then it ends with like I don't know if there's wine or just refreshments. In my head I'm like, okay, wine and cheese, but I don't know if maybe I just made that up in my head. Maybe I'm just hoping for wine and cheese. I don't know. But we have a thing afterwards till like 5 to 7 o'clock, and then I don't know what's happening after that. I don't know if the other Club Pilates gals and I will get together and do dinner or something. I don't know, but it's gonna be a long day of peopling, so I'm prepared for a headache. It's just kind of how it goes, but yeah. I just thought I'd give you a little update before the thing starts as to how I'm feeling, which I'd love to say I'm like super excited and super honored, which I am honored, and I am excited, but also I'm like just anxious. And that's just me. Anyways, I'm gonna keep doing this and I'll update you guys later once we've actually started the event and have done the thing. Okay, I just got back from day 1 at Pilates Fest North. I'm so glad that I am teaching on the second day, not the first day. It's really, really nice having that first day to ease into it. And with this festival, there's only, I don't even know if there is 40 participants, but I know that was like how many tickets they were selling for the event was just 40 for the weekend. And then there's individual tickets, like individual days offered. So maybe there'll be more or less people tomorrow, but yeah, it's a kind of smaller event, which is really nice because I feel like by the end of the day, everyone was very familiar. Like I don't know names, but the faces were familiar and everyone was, you know, friendly and mingling around, and I got to talk to a bunch of people. And like we started off the day with a round robin style of teaching where we each taught, like all the presenters anyways, each taught a classical Pilates exercise, one or two of them. So I started out with that. So I've already taught a little bit, just a little segment. And then we had workshops throughout the day. And at the end of the day, we had like a little round robin style discussion, or I guess it's not round robin, but just like a discussion, an open discussion about Pilates and merging together the different methods and things like that, which was really good to do because I think, and I know that there's stigmas on both ends of the spectrum, whether you're classically trained or contemporary or somewhere in between or whatever it might be. We all have these different stigmas towards different methodologies. Is that a word? Methods? I don't know. But it's nice kind of discussing that and realizing like, oh, we're not so different after all. And especially like one of the things I did today was just a contrology style class. So the way Joseph Pilates originally taught, where it was an open gym and you basically just got on the reformer or whatever piece of equipment you're using and you go through his repertoire, and then he's just in the gym going from person to person and helping to physically, manually correct you and help you get deeper into the exercises and all of that. So I got to do that on the classic reformers, like the ones that Joseph used with the leather straps instead of ropes and hard metal handles instead of soft straps and things like that. And I didn't realize how different it would be. Not only the machine, the way it worked, I was like, sometimes I was sitting there like, wait, how do you do this? Like, because it's hard handles, I'm like, excuse me, how do you do feet in straps? Like, how does this work, right? It's so different. And then even a simple mermaid stretch. I didn't know that would be different in the classic repertoire, but instead of sitting like in your Z sit, you're sitting with your legs like stacked. And then it's not about the stretch when you push away, but instead it's about the stretch as you return through the underside arm. I was like, what? Like, that's completely different. Like, I just never realized how different it could be from STOT, which is a more contemporary training program, versus the classic instructors who teach very similar to the way Joseph Pilates taught. So yeah, it was just interesting to like experience the difference. And I felt like a newbie, honestly. I was sitting on the machine, like literally sometimes I was looking around and I'm like, how do you do this? Like, how are you supposed to set up for this exercise? Like, what springs? Because all of the springs are also the same tension. It's not like, yeah, one that's a lighter tension and one that's medium, one that's heavy. All of them are the same. And you have 4 springs and you just like, okay, do you want 1 spring, 2 spring, 3 spring, 4? And that's all it is. So it's interesting learning more and more about the classical method and also about the way Joseph Pilates taught. Anyways, but we got a little goodie bag on our first day. So I thought I would come and do a little show and tell, show and share. This is my water bottle. I shoved it in there. But it's from the Superstore. It is super cute if you're interested. It's got a little classic Move Mountains Pilates in there, you know? But we have this cute little Contrology workbook. And one of the girls presenting brought in a bunch of stickers for everyone. So I decided to stick some on that. And oh, I also had another sticker inside. Good things are coming. That's what that says. So it looks like it's just the Pilates series in order. And this one says Jay Grimes order, who again is more of a classic instructor, but that's his method. And then if we keep flipping through, what else do we got in here? rhymes. The mat order, that just says the mat. It doesn't say whose method it is. Cadillac, Romana, often used exercises on the Cadillac. And then the high chair, electric chair. What the heck is an electric chair? I have never heard that term. Is the high chair the same as a normal chair? Like a normal Wanda chair, stability chair? Is that the same? Electric chair. Okay, and then the next page, the Wanda chair. Wanda chair. What the heck is the high chair? There were a couple of weird things in that studio that I was like looking at and I'm like, I don't know what that is. I've never seen that before. And it's just so interesting because you would think that we would learn more about the history of Pilates in like training programs, even if they're contemporary. You would think you would learn like where it all came from, but you don't. And then the armchair. See, that was one of the workshops was armchair. And I assumed that was just like a normal chair, like a kitchen chair situation. But I think I'm wrong about that. I think that's actually a piece of equipment. One of those weird things in the studio that I didn't know what it was. I think that's one of those things. And now I kind of regret not taking that workshop and learning about it. The ladder barrel. Yeah, so it has like the exercises for each apparatus and then little notes that you can write in. This is so cute. And it's by Balance Body, this little book. So maybe if you search Contrology by Balance Body notebook, you could find it. I don't know where they got it. Pedal pole? What the heck is a pedal pole? Also by Jay Grimes. See, there's just so much that I don't know about the original method, or like the elder instructors, that's what they call them, the elders that like worked with Joseph Pilates and then passed on his work. I just don't know that much. And it's kind of sad. I do love contemporary Pilates. Like, to be honest, while I was working on those weird classic reformers, I was like, ooh, like, I don't know if I like this. I'm probably biased, but like the slot machines are just so much more versatile. And with the classic ones, you don't even have any sort of platform. Like on the Balance Body ones, you have this tiny little platform that's wooden, and it's very uncomfortable and you don't have a lot of space, and I already don't like those. And then on these classic ones, there's no platform. So I'm thinking maybe Joseph didn't use a platform. Maybe the side split series and things like that weren't even a thing in his repertoire, and then it was added in later. Like, I just think in these training programs, it's good to have different programs, but like, teach us the history, right? Like, teach us where it comes from, because I think it's okay to sway away from the classic repertoire, in my opinion, but you gotta know where you're going with it. Anyways, and then we also have this Contrology notebook, also by Balance Body, that is just a basic notebook. So that's so nice. Like, it's leather, probably fake leather, but beautiful. What else do we have in here? And we have another book, Waves of Gratitude, a gratitude journal. Paper Harbor. I guess a bookmark for your gratitude journal. That's cute. Aw, look, it says highlight of the day, how I feel, I look forward to, something I love about myself, and it looks like that's just every day. I'm definitely gonna use this. I love a good gratitude journal. And then I got this little envelope. I think that might have just been for presenters. And then, bracelets. We all got bracelets that all have different colors and say different things, and we're supposed to go around and find our buddies that like have the same bracelet. There's supposed to be one other person that has the exact same bracelet, like of each of them. So you find each person that matches you. I haven't found a single one. I've been looking at people's wrists all day and I found no one. And then we got some
kind bars. And then what else? Liquid hydration, liquid IV, electrolyte drink mix. I heard one of the girls saying that it's from Costco. So, got that. Oh, look how cute. We have a Contrology pen too. That's another thing. I didn't know it was called Contrology. I always thought it was Contrology, right? You're controlling, Contrology. And then everyone today was saying Contrology, and I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I just don't know these things. Oh. Contrology towel. That's fun. It's like a microfiber style one too. Just a water bottle. And then, let's see, we got a couple more things. Looks like this is a lip balm. And it says never underestimate the difference you made and the lives you touched. May you be proud of the work you do, the power you are, and the difference you make. Thank you. How cute is that? Who couldn't use lip balm? And then doTERRA, an essential oil. This one says Brave Courage Blend. I love that. I am going to use this in my session tomorrow to be brave, to teach a room full of mostly classically trained Pilates instructors. Yeah. Anyways, I will update you guys later on. I think all of us Club Pilates gals are getting together for a little night on the town. We're just gonna go to dinner. But yeah, I think we're all gonna get together and do that. That way I don't have to be stuck in this dingy motel room all night. So yeah, I just thought I would update you guys. But thanks for coming along on this journey. I will keep you updated throughout the weekend. Bye. And I'll get you to lift one arm and take it over into a side bend. Inhale, reach. Exhale, grow tall. Building into a bit of a fascial focus here. Fascia loves the bounce and it loves swinging things, and we're getting into that whole back line of fascia by doing this. One of the elements I love also including in my Pilates practice and in what I teach is active mobility. Improving your range of motion by going through these end ranges of motions and trying to go deeper and deeper. So here with these squats, how low can you go? Try to get your bum to the floor. There's a good chance it's nowhere near the floor, and that's fine. Go to the point that feels good in your joints. But there's no reason our knees can't go past our toes. Anatomically, that's what's supposed to happen throughout our daily lives. So let's build that mobility so we can do that without pain. So I was just sitting here editing this vlog, and I realized I never actually updated you guys past the first day. And the whole point of doing this vlog was to vlog me going to present at this Pilates conference. So I should probably update you guys. My class went super well. I was really happy with the way I taught and how confident I was, and it flowed so nicely, and I think everyone enjoyed that little bit of movement. It was a smaller group. I only had about 5 people, but there was only, I think, like 30 people actually participating at this conference, and there was a bunch of other workshops happening at the same time. So I don't blame people for maybe choosing an educational workshop over a class. I'm kind of the same way. If I'm going to get continuing education credits, I want to learn something. And so, not that there wasn't something to learn from my class, because you can learn about like flow and be inspired about the way I teach, but it is nice sitting down and actually going over the theory of things. So I was totally fine with a smaller group, especially with it being all teachers and my first time actually teaching at a conference like this. It was nice and chill, and I still got to enjoy the perks of being a presenter. We had our dinner that night as well, and that was a whole bunch of fun. There was like, I don't know, 16 of us there, because I think a couple of the other presenters had people come to the conference with them, so they ended up joining, and it was just like a big group of us ladies plus one man, and we had this private room for our dinner. It was lovely, it was super fancy.
And it was actually the most Canadian thing. So we loved our server. He was awesome. He was joking around with us all night, putting up with us. And so at one point, one of the ladies there was like, oh my gosh, we love Tristan. Isn't he great? Like, did you know he's going to school for this and he doesn't really know what he's doing yet, but he's so awesome. He's been lovely to us. You know what? We should, the next time he comes in the room, we should all stand up and give him a round of applause. And so we did. We literally waited for the server to come back, and when he did, we stood up and clapped for him. It was so funny. He was so taken aback and shocked, but also like really appreciative. And he kept saying like, you guys are the reason why I love my job. Like, you've been amazing. Thank you so much. And we were just so nice to each other. Like, it was the most Canadian thing. Like, we literally clapped for our server. Anyways, so that was great, but that dinner didn't end till like 10:15, and same with the night before. I also went out to dinner with some of the other Club Pilates girls and stayed out late, and as soon as I got back to the hotel, just crashed, like was so exhausted. And also on the Saturday, it was May the 4th, so they made it Star Wars themed. Now, I'm not a Star Wars girly, but I tried to put my hair into like my version of Princess Leia buns, more like space buns instead of the sides, just because I have bangs, so like the side buns wouldn't really work as well, I thought. I don't know. But a couple of the other people dressed up too. The lady who ran the event, Amy, she dressed up in a Yoda onesie, and then we had Christine, the owner of the studio, dressed up as a Jedi, and she brought her son's see, you can tell I'm not a Star Wars girly. Lightsaber, there we go. And so we were all playing with that on the Pilates equipment and just having the best time. I thought the Star Wars theme was a little bit cheesy, but it was so fun, and it was so nice to like bond with people over that, have something to talk about. So yeah, it was a good event. It was really nice having it be so small. We got to know everyone, and on the last day, it was only a half day, but we did the same thing as day one, where each person went around and taught a classical Pilates exercise to everyone. But this time we had the participants do it, which was super fun because everyone there were Pilates instructors anyways. And the whole premise of the event was to bring instructors together and get past any stigmas there might be about other styles of training methods and certifications, and just realize that we can learn from each other no matter what level we're at or how many certifications we have. We can all learn something from each other, and that's why it's so beneficial going to other instructors' classes or going to these conferences and just seeing what you can take from each person's way of teaching. And the event definitely did that. We had a sound bath on the last day and just kind of decompressed, and there were tears shed from some people. Like, it was a very moving event, and I am so glad that I got to experience it and be a part of it. Maybe I'll go next year, who knows? But yeah, afterwards we immediately drove back to Calgary, and then I needed like a week to decompress. I had a lazy day on the Monday, and then the next few days I was slowly getting back into it and slowly starting to film more workouts for you guys and content for Instagram. And so I am now finally getting to editing the vlog. I've never done a vlog like this before, so I hope you've enjoyed watching it. And yeah, let me know if you like this, and maybe I'll make more vlogs going forward. I can make vlogs about the mountains and having fun doing Pilates in the mountains over the summer, going on hikes, and whatever you want. Just let me know, leave me a comment. Thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I will see you next time. Bye.